Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are once again back at it with some IGL Rocket League. This time it's Tier 4 Division 13 US East 2v2 action with two pretty good teams coming at each other with the 4-1 Phantom Academy. And we have the 4-0 Aggie Gaming squad. So we are looking forward to quite the matchup tonight between two of the higher seeded teams. The Aggies trying to keep their undefeated season alive, and the Phantoms are trying to put themselves right back up at that top of the table. So that will be starting up shortly. We did just open the lobby, so we will be waiting on players. We are supposed to be going upon the half hour, so we will see from there. Bryce, man, it seems that you're in chat and looking for the Phantoms early, and thank you for the follow. Phantom fans pulling in with the early support. On the 3v3, I did notice that there was a 2v2 and 3v3 exactly the same, so not going to be biased, but you're on the 3v. I understand entirely. Hey, I'm not biased. I'm just hoping for some good Rocket League. It's just I play with these like 3 or 4 players, right? So this is like our group that we game with. So I'm not biased. I'm just heavily hoping that either they make a screw up that I just get to make fun of for the next like month, or that they win and I don't have to hear them talking to me later in a bad mood. Hey, I got a bit of that same. I got a couple of my friends where they are pretty solid at it, so gotta make fun of them every chance I get. Alright, and in comes the Phantom Academy boys. Waiting for the Aggie Gaming squad, then we should be good to go. And just like that, they all arrive. If they can, you're good to go. I'm here. I'm ready for the cast. Otherwise, we will have the reset of the lobby with the fact that the one joined. We do need to remake here, so we are going with the remake here because that we did have the unfortunate circumstance where one player is in the lobby and no one else is. So for competitive integrity, we will keep that. We will just kick this one back out. All right, lobby is back up. My rank or the rank of today? Because I'm not positive with 2v2 distribution. Alright, we got everyone back in. Alright, all players are in this one, and now we are starting off properly. To his side. Here we go. Game 1 of the Aggie Gaming Squad versus Phantom Academy. Scott and Jackaboy meet up at the center, play on into the blue half, where Phantom takes it and plays off that back wall. Off the back wall, bouncing on out. Phantom looking for this one, popping high, going up for it, trying to read it with a double, tries to get back to it, not quite able to do so. Back down it falls for Scott. Scott plays on upwards. Scott trying to play across to Himmican, not quite able to get it there. Jackaboy, be good. Drop it, letting it go, and Himmican off that back wall, but out to Phantom. Phantom pushing this one on forward. Scott plays back into the blue half off that backside wall. Jack going up for it, realizing it's better left for Phantom as Phantom plays across. Back out we go. Jackaboy, be good. Trying to play forward. 50s with Himmican, finds it in the far side corner. Ends up coming back out towards him. He fires a shot that goes just high, and Scott pushes it even further wide. Phantom playing back towards that orange side where Scott throws it over the last defenders. But Jackaboy trying to dive in on it, forcing a 50 with Scott B, making sure he gets the save on that. Back out we go. Himmican playing off this side wall where Phantom reads him well, plays it back down, trying for the center. Cross it goes. Jackaboy with a touch on it, but Himmican is there and pushes it back on out. Back to the center we go. Himmican taking this one, looking at it, trying it with a flick just wide down to Scott, but 50 by his own teammate, and then Phantom was able to make that save. Back towards the center we play. Phantom with it now. Phantom not able to pop over the one. Himmican ended up diving back in, playing off that back wall, trying to hit up Scott, but it will end up falling for Phantom, who gets where Scott dives in, but it does play wide. Back out it plays towards the cross. Himmican shooting just high. Back out for Scott. Scott with the touch, and the defenders are not able to get to it. Aggie Gaming will find themselves up 1 with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left. It's just the start. Still a lot of Rocket League to play, but Aggie Gaming finding themselves, putting themselves on the board first. Back to the kickoff we go. Jackaboy, be good, playing on. Not quite able to get the shot off on that one. Ends up finding itself wide. Himmican taking this one back. Playing upwards past Phantom, trying to get in, but not quite able to do so, but plays on down, and Himmican fires one that hits the pipe and out. Scott fires one that hits crossbar down, and Himmican still can't put it away. Finally, with the coming on net, Phantom makes the last second save needed. Phantom plays past one, back to the corner it goes. Back out to the center. Here we see Phantom taking it, looking for a play off the sidewall, going for an air dribble, unable to quite get the touch needed. Scott throwing this one back into the blue side half. Back out to Scott. Scott trying to shoot this one. Puts it to the near pipe, and away it goes. Aggie Gaming finding themselves up to 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to play. Back to the center kickoff line. Phantom and Scott meeting back up. Off to Himmican. This play is Himmican. Flicks it on up. Tries to get a touch back, but Jackaboy, be good, was waiting on it. Scott and Jack with the 50 back out to the center for where Phantom's at. Phantom and Himmican not quite getting onto it. Jack trying to push this one forward. Ends up flicking high, and it falls back for Himmican. Himmican off the sidewall now. Advancing on in the blue side corner, unable to get much more. Phantom playing outside off this corner where Himmican gets a good touch on it, coming towards the net, but Phantom is able to recover back to that one and push it to the side. Jack playing on upwards. Himmican pops this one. Up he dives, met by Phantom. Out it plays where Scott pushes this one back into the blue side half. Falling now, Scott playing off that back wall, trying to get towards the center. Himmican plays, but unable to get much more on it. Phantom takes first touch, followed up by Jackaboy pushing out of that corner towards the center. Scott with a good read on it to push it back. Phantom playing back off that back wall. Jackaboy with a shot that ends up finding itself hitting that top left corner of the crossbar. Scott playing back on out. Phantom 50ing, but Scott gets a good read on the 50 and towards the net it heads, but Jackaboy will push this wide. Himikane trying to play off that back wall, but not quite there, but Scott dives back in after it. Off the back wall again. Himikane with a shot ends up hitting the crossbar, and Jackaboy pushes high where Phantom will make the read and push it back on out. Scott taking a shot here, but Jackaboy once again able to make that save. 50 seconds left. Playing on out. Himikane off that side wall. Phantom playing across to Jackaboy. Jackaboy putting one, ends up going just wide. Himikane trying to play out, but Phantom dives in. Phantom and Himikane end up 50ing, but it goes back for Scott, but an unfortunate hit there will end up separating it, and it's now Jackaboy's. Jackaboy playing on up, gets past one. Will he be able to get past two? Quick, fires one. Himikane is there. Out to Phantom it goes. Phantom with the touch off that back wall, but Himikane with a good enough read to push it back. Out Himikane plays. Looking for it, flips past Phantom, but now it's on him and Jackaboy, and Jackaboy does get the save on the shot from Himikane. Phantom playing on forward. Himikane just popping it. Flick over one. Back at it. Time's up. And the ball does fall. We do see the Aggies taking game one. In a 2-0, Aggies take game one. Yeah, if you're talking about like in this, it would be like tier 4 would be high diamond. Please doing. All right, everyone's back in for game 2. If you're talking about my rank, I'm like champ 2. Back to the center we go. Phantom and Himikane meeting back up as it pops on by. Scott B pushing this one wide. Pushing it down into the corner. Out he tries to flick past Phantom. He gets met well and pushed to the far side corner. Once again, Phantom diving in, pushing this one towards the net, but Scott will push it back wide. Scott playing on out. Jackaboy dives in. Phantom now pushing on. Phantom into the orange side corner, trying for the center. Unable to get it past Himikane. Scott tries to take a dribble here. Cuts, but is met by Phantom. Out it plays. Jackaboy is able to get onto it. Playing in that far orange side corner, as that is where Scott ended up spawning, and across it goes. Himikane able to push it. Phantom plays on up it goes, but Himikane once again pushing this one on out. Scott firing off the read on out, and it was a great shot to the far pipe, and it gets put away. Once again, Aggies find themselves striking first. 1:01 into this one. 3 minutes 59 remain. Aggies find themselves up 1. Back to the kickoff we go. At the kickoff, Phantom and Scott meeting up. Pops down, Himikane fires one right off the kickoff, and the play to cheat forward on the kickoff, I guess ended up being the move for him there, as Himikane is able to slot it into that far side. Puts it home to give the Aggies a 2-0 lead. 3:55 remains. Still a lot of time to play Rocket League. Jackaboy and Himikane meeting up at center. Back out it pops. Scott takes on this one. Looking at it. One defender to beat. Unable to do so. Phantom with the good defensive read. Did not give up any positioning there. Back on out it goes. Towards the center. Phantom met by Scott. Up it pops. Himikane looking for a touch on this one. Not quite able to get it, but will get a bump. But Phantom is still able to get back and recover in time. Out it plays. Phantom looking for a shot on this one at Himikane. Himikane pushes it back down. Jackaboy is there. Up it pops off that back wall. Phantom met by Scott. Scott playing back on out. Over 1. Trying to beat 2. Does not quite beat 2 cleanly. Jackaboy pushes this one back towards the corner. And the corner. He plays on over Scott. McCain tries to take here, but ends up leaving it towards the center, and Phantom dives in and converts, pulling the Phantoms back to within one. Phantom Academy getting their first goal in the series. Maybe this will spark the momentum for them. 2 minutes, 59 seconds left to play. Back at it, Phantoms. 50ing in. Scott playing onwards. Jackaboy makes the read, but it goes back down to Scott. But high it pops. Scott going for the aerial, met by Jackaboy. Making sure that this one's pushed wide. Phantom with the demo to relieve a little pressure, but Jackaboy plays on out, and it's met by Scott around midfield. Himicane goes up for it. Looks like Phantom dives in, tries to play forward. Himicane playing back across. Phantom takes there. Phantom going into the boost, trying to play towards the center, but Scott will not be allowing that play to advance. Out of the corner yet again. Scott plays on across. Ends up finding his way past Himicane, but he does turn and plays on. It looks like he got past one, but Phantom is once again there to play this on out. Scott playing back towards center, but Phantom is still there. Jackaboy pushing this one back towards center. At the center, Scott tries to take, plays into the far corner. In the far corner, Phantom hits on out. Seeing it come into the orange side corner. Plays on out. Scott pops it high. Himicane needing to make a touch on this one and push it back to the corner. Jackaboy off that back wall, back down, but Himicane is sitting on it. Jackaboy looking for it, ends up sliding it past Himicane low. Phantom with a dynamo on for Himicane. Jackaboy deciding to lead for Phantom. Phantom with the play across, looking for the pass, but Himicane is able to make the touch first. Off the blue side back wall, Phantom playing across. Trying to flick, but is met by Himicane at 50's back towards the blue side corner. Jackaboy taking it now. Jackaboy looking for it. Himicane ends up cutting in and hits the pipe, but does get the rebound and will put the Aggies back up 2 with 1:03 left to play. A good challenge by Himicane there to realize that he had an opening to take one. We do need to finish this one, but if there are internet issues, we can remake the server one more time. As out it plays Phantom off the sidewall. Down to Jackaboy with a great pass, but Jackaboy unfortunately pushed onwards by a bump. Phantom off that back wall yet again, but Himicane will not allow it to come back towards the center. Across, he's taking it. Tries for the flick. Gets over Jackaboy with a good-looking flick and finds themselves up 3. 30 seconds remain. Back to the kickoff circle, Phantom and Scott. Jackaboy comes flying in and fires one towards the net, but Himicane does well to push it wide. Into the blue side half. Phantom with the soft touch as it comes back towards the center. Jackaboy possessing here. 50s with Scott, and it heads back towards the blue side net. Phantom doing his best to make sure he pushes this high and away. Out, he plays it to midfield. Scott sitting on it, and across it goes. Scott now on the offensive, trying to fire one, put down by Phantom. Saved by Phantom, but still, Aggies find themselves taking game 2. As for Phantoms, we see Phantom leaving and Dusty Dumpster joining, making a tactical sub here as they find themselves down 2. We did offer it. I did see the sub. You are good. So we should be good to go then for this last game coming up here shortly. We will just ensure it when we load into this lobby that all players are ready. If we can kick this up. Alrighty, all 4 players loading in this game 3. If the Aggies take it, we end here. If they end up not, we'll be seeing some more Rocket League between the Aggies and the Phantoms. Phantoms hoping that their tactical sub plays out well. Up Dusty goes. And he plays onwards. Himicane though pushing back off this side wall. Across he pops. Play across with the demo on Jackaboy. Looking for it, trying to turn back to the center. Tries to flick past one. A shot by Scott, but Jackaboy with the amazing save. Once again pops back out. Scott fires just wide. Jackaboy trying to push this one on. Scott playing towards the center. As Dusty ends up being there and playing this one across into the orange side half. Jackaboy off that side while playing center. Almost there for it as Himicane ends up just pushing this one above him. Scott playing back over center to Himicane. Himicane beats one, but Dusty does get to push this one wide. Here we see Jackaboy taking this one down to Himicane. Himicane getting met and it's pushed on into that blue side corner. In the blue side corner, Dusty plays on outwards. As it plays outwards, Himicane finds it and it fires one and ends up putting it away with 1:04 passed in this one. Once again, the Aggies find themselves up 1 with a bit more than a minute played. Back to the kickoff we go. Jackaboy be good, meeting Himicane. Up it pops. Back down it's coming. Dusty is there. Dusty playing off this sidewalk, trying to play on out. Up for Jackaboy. Jackaboy met by Scott. Down it pops. Himicane takes. And it looks like he might have found an opening. Is Dusty able to get there? Not quite able to get back. And Himicane will force this one into the back of the blue side net. It was a good effort by Dusty, but unfortunately unable to get there. 3:42 left to play. Back to the center we go. Dusty and Scott meeting up. Scott advancing onwards. Jackaboy plays, trying to go into the orange side half. Touched out by Himicane softly. Jackaboy with the demo. Dusty with a good shot, and it will find itself just underneath the crossbar. Phantom Academy pulling back to within 1. 3 minutes and 31 seconds left to play. Up it popped. Back down towards the center it goes. Dusty firing one. Scott equal to the task with a great save there to keep the 1-goal lead. Himicane going up, trying to fire one. Dusty ends up diving in, playing to that far corner. Looking for the center play. Off that back wall, down to Jackaboy. Jackaboy met by Scott. As Dusty dribbles Himicane out of the way of this one. Finds its way back to him, but Himicane's playing this one across. Demoed by Dusty. Dusty trying to take. Scott ends up with a good 50 as it hits the crossbar and he's not able to get back to it. Down, but Dusty will push this one into the orange side half before Himicane is able to get any look at it. Dusty playing across, tries to play tight, but the defender is able to make a read. But still, Dusty finds himself back with it, trying to play on over to Jackaboy. Into the far corner we go. Scott with a 50 with Jackaboy, and back he plays into the blue side corner. Dusty playing on down, 50s with Himicane. Up it goes. Scott with a shot, but a good save by Jackaboy. And on into the orange side half we go. Himicane needs to push this one. Unable to do so, and Jackaboy will be finding himself with the goal. A little bit of an unfortunate read there. Not sure what happened, if he thought he had the catch on the first one or what. But unfortunate play there for the Aggies' last defender, and Phantom Academy find themselves tying this one back up. Back on. Jackaboy is pushing with this one. Tries to play out toward Dusty, but Scott will take. Scott playing onwards. Up he goes. Good cut, and he ends up putting it to that far side corner. Ends up beating the defender. Scott with the flick for a goal. Gets around it, flicks it far side. Finds himself with a goal. 2:14 remaining. Aggies up 1. Back to the kickoff we go. Scott and Dusty meeting up. Jackaboy is pushing this one wide. Scott playing on. Tries to get center. Jackaboy says no. Himmican pushing it. Dusty going back to the corner. Out he plays towards the center. Towards Jackaboy. Jackaboy pops this one. Dusty's first to get a touch on it. And Scott ends up pushing it to the side where Dusty goes again. Dusty looking for the aerial play. Looking for the air dribble. Does get a good touch on it, but unfortunately for him is out of boots. And Scott makes the save. Scott trying to finalize on this one. And he will. Putting the Aggies back up 2 with 1:41 remaining. Kickoff off that sidewall. Jackaboy now stealing the opposing corner. Scott plays up. Dusty with the demo. Plays back out towards the center. Jackaboy firing this one at the net. Ends up hitting the pipe and shooting out where Scott is able to clear it. Very close shot. Himmican does up one defender, tries to flick towards the second, but Jackaboy is there, and he fires one at the opposing net. Scott able to push this one over Jackaboy. Himmican pops further into the blue side. Dusty is sitting on it. Dusty playing on down. End up with a good touch over the first one, playing back on out. Left for Jackaboy. Jackaboy putting this into the orange side. In the orange side, plays under one, but Dusty is still there. Dusty trying to take a dribble, plays across, met by Himmican. Himmican cutting upfield with this one, looking for it, flicks, a good flick be it, and he ends up putting that flick away as the defender is not able to get to it. A 3-goal lead for the Aggies. Puts that flick just underneath the crossbar and puts it away. Much as the Aggies are trying to do with this series, they find themselves up 3 with 50 seconds remaining. Back down towards the center. Himmican hitting off that back wall. Jackaboy is there. Makes a good touch to allow it not to go center. Himmican trying to play off the side wall, but the patience for the blue team pays off, and Jackaboy does clear this one on out. Scott playing this towards the far side. Down he goes. Jackaboy plays back across, looking for it. Looking for the wall play into the wall. Off that back wall, back towards the center. Is Dusty able to get there? He is, but it ends up going just wide. Jackaboy pinching back towards center. Towards the center it rolls, but Himmican trying to get around this one, and does. 50s with Dusty Dumpster. Out towards mid it goes. Himmican trying to get a shot on it, but Jackaboy with a good save. Back out to Scott. Scott hits it towards the net, but there it will be taken by Dusty Dumpster. Dusty Dumpster flicks this one, and it hits crossbar. Scott playing back on up as Jackaboy playing off that corner, trying to keep this one up, trying to get the last second goal here. Who's able to do what? Dusty fires one towards the net, and he will put it away. We will see the last second goal for Phantom Academy to make it 3-5. Unfortunately, it still is the series going in the way of the Aggies, but a good showing to go out on with the last second goal. GG's to all. We had a fun matchup where we got to see the Aggies end up winning in 3, but it still had the tension, close games throughout. I am probably off where I will be wrapping up stream, but thank you guys so much for having me cast your game. It was fun, and good luck in the rest of your IGL seasons. Have a good one.